Assalamu alaikum, dear audience. This is Muhammad Khan Mahdi with Inside Reality. Today is very, I'll be discussing a very important topic today. I'll be talking about three pertinent, very important aspects, doctrines. One of them is the Clash of Civilization, headed by S.P. Huntington, about the dominancy of two, dominant cultures, which may be Islam and Christianity in upcoming era. And secondly, I'll be discussing about the the clash of economics and authored by Lawrence White. And thirdly, I'll discuss about the New World Order by A. Ralph a person. These are three different notions and they have different view of the history, and they are describing the wars. The ongoing unholy wars are led by the religiously motivated priests and the specific cultures and their doctrines. These are the reason of those notions. And secondly, the geoeconomics war we can see prevalent across the contemporary society. And these experts and the author is of the view these wars are led by economic motives, introducing different governments, just like fascist regimes. And you can see the realist, idealistic, and democracy, dictatorship. And from earlier, you can see the tyrannic regimes to still the so-called democracy. All of these were led by economic motives. And thirdly, the New World Order, and it has been vividly jotted down by Ralph Emerson. He is of the view that the world has now been transformed into unilateral order after the demise of Soviet Union in 1989, and there is only one global order, and it's led by America through its sustainable democracy across the globe. We will interpret all these notions in details, and I'll be bringing all those facts, ongoing wars with relevancy to these wars. Either they are pertinent to a realistic mind, or we still going unrealistically, not realizing the vitality of these war in a traditional way. I'll try to contemplate all this. इससे पहले हमारी न्यूली ऑडियंस से गुजारिश है कि आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें, बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करें ताकि मज़ेदार खबरों के लिए आप हमसे जुड़े रहें. First of all, the clash of civilization. What is the clash of civilization? The S.P. Huntington, he opines the recent ongoing unholy wars are the result of the cultural values for the ethnic issues. Owing to the ethnic values and the cultural hierarchy, the war is prevalent across the contemporary society. So he argues the war between the West and the East, owing to Islamic and Christianity, different notions, and the war between India and Pakistan having different, religion, and the war, then you can say the ongoing war, a long history of war between Palestine and the Jews, and China and Taiwan, and that of the Catholic and Protestant in America. He gives vivid examples and he highlights two dominant factors here. Islam and Christianity is going to be two major aspect of scuffle in upcoming future. तो इसके जो जवाब में द न्यू वर्ल्ड ऑर्डर के हम अगर हम बात कर ले, तो ये न्यू वर्ल्ड ऑर्डर एज एन एंटीथेसिस, इसके एंटीथेसिस एस हंटिंगटन ने ये जवाब दिया. न्यू वर्ल्ड ऑर्डर कहता है कि आफ्टर द ब्रेक ऑफ सोवियत यूनियन इन 1989, जब उनको डिमाइज किया गया अफगानिस्तान की सरजमीन पर, तो एक ग्लोबल ऑर्डर आया. अमेरिका ने वो ऑर्डर लाया डेमोक्रेसी का, वन वर्ल्ड ऑर्डर. दैट वुड बी द अमेरिकन, द वेस्टर्न ऑर्डर, which would rule across the globe equally, and nobody can race wise against this order here. Otherwise, he would see invasion, military invasion, or soft invasion. You can see the regime change policy across the globe that's prevalent. And thirdly, तीसरा जो मुसन्निफ है उसका नाम है Lawrence White, The Clash of Economics. He gives us 100 years of history about the, horrifying wars led by the economists, led by the policymakers and the think tanks across the globe. और अगर हम कंटेम्प्रेरी एरा से इसकी अगर हम थोड़ा सा एनालिसिस कर लें तो हमें नज़र आता है कि बहुत सारे जियो इकोनॉमी के लिए अपनी इकोनॉमी को स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए मैक्रो इकोनॉमी की तरफ परसीव करने के लिए जंगें लड़ी जाते हैं. इसमें प्रीस भी खरीदे जाते हैं, इसमें लोगों को भी खरीदा जाता है, लोगों के ईमान को भी खरीदा जाता है और आपस में जंगें लड़ाता है. Who was the founder of ISS? Who founded ISS? सबसे पहला सवाल यहाँ पर उभरता है कि अमेरिकन सेनेटर एंड एक्स सेक्रेटरी ऑफ द स्टेट हेनरी क्लिंटन ने कहा कि ISS was founded by the US to invade into the Middle East to accomplish new Middle East order and a new world order, the Greater Middle East, for the expansion of the Zionist regime. तो अमेरिका परसीव कर रहे हैं अपने ग्रेटर न्यू मिडिल ईस्ट के लिए, अपने इकोनॉमी को स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए, अपने मोटिव्स को हासिल करने के लिए आईएसएस को बना रहे हैं, उनको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर अगर अकीदे के तौर पर देखा जाए तो आईएसएस से उनका अकीदा मिलता नहीं है, मगर इकोनॉमिक मोटिव्स के लिए वो अपने तरह से उनको भी असिस्टेंस फराहम कर सकते हैं. यू कैन सी द वॉर बिटवीन पैलेस्टाइन एंड द ज्यूज is a clash of civilization, but the treaty and the social contract between UAE and the Saudi-led alliance are the glaring example of geoeconomics. You can see the skirmishes between Russia and Ukraine as an example of ethnic violence and the genocide between both of them owing to different and unique cultural, aspects. But you can see the treaty between Russia with other Muslim countries are, treaties are the example of geoeconomic motives. America banned many Muslim countries to enter as an immigrant in their country, but they are making handsome, they are making a big and mega treaties with Muslim countries for to accomplish their इकोनॉमिक मोटिव्स. तो हमें इन तमाम चीज़ों को अगर हम तखमीना ले ले, जायज़ा ले ले, चाइना के अंदर अगर आप देख ले तो हमें अपेरेंटली नज़र आता है वहाँ पर भी एक कम्युनिटी, वीगा कम्युनिटी है, उसको क्रश किया जा रहा है, उनके ऊपर जुल्म किया जा रहा है. बट द रिलेशन बिटवीन पाकिस्तान एंड चाइना इज साउंड फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ इकोनॉमिक मोटिव्स. और in the aspect between China, Pakistan and India, the relations are quite intensifying. We have not seen a sustainable relations between India and Pakistan, but there are certain economic aspects between India and Pakistan. So we can see there's an amalgamation of geo-economic motives and the clash of civilization, which is pertinent in the 21st century. And the new world order, which was claimed by Lawrence, Ralph Epperson, now seems under abysmal darkness owing to the American hegemony and the intervention into the sovereign state with utmost force and power now being rejected by the realist countries in form of rejection, in form of evacuation. You can see from Middle East, America has been removed. From Afghanistan, American evacuation is a glaring example of American downfall and the growing Chinese influence across the globe owing to its soft foreign policy and economic, you can say, pursuance is the vivid example of the Chinese influence across the globe. Right now, the priests, the different sects, the different religions are being used by the think tanks, by the devil powers to accomplish their designs. All these unholy wars are, fueled for the economic purpose. So in certain cases, you can say religious hierarchy, radical aspects of different religion, either in Christianity or in Islam or in Hinduism. You can see the role of RSS, which is quite prevalent and aggressive against the Muslims. and the brutality of the Modi regime in India against the Kashmir is also an example of ethnic violence. Still, all these violence are vibrant and gigantic and led by the great powers to divide and rule the poor countries. And I'll be bringing more facts and realities with you. The nutshell and the gist of this story of the day is that we cannot go for only one notion. We can see there is a relevancy between geo-economic policies, the clash of economics, the clash of civilization, and the clash of the new world order is not diminished yet. Right now, it's fluctuating. In upcoming era, there will be much scuffle between China and the USA, but the economic aspects still seem dominant. This was something from my side. I'll be bringing more aspects, more realities with you. आपसे गुजारिश है कि आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें, बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करें ताकि मस्तक़बिल खबरों के लिए आप हमसे जुड़ रहें. Thank you for watching my channel. Take care. Allah Hafiz.